What's going on, guys? back at it with a weekly review of Sunday night's action. The division is key. I know I promised videos Monday and Thursdays, but the Giants losing on a Monday just threw my whole schedule off. So we're right back at it like a crack addict. It's Monday, we're doing it, and I will definitely see you Thursday because this is my new job. Thanks to you guys. Anyways, week 4. What a crazy one. The Giants are 3 and 1. The Raiders are 1 and 3. I mean, for heaven's sake, the Eagles are the only undefeated team in the NFL. What is happening right now? The Browns are actually kind of winning. The Chargers had a weird game last week, but come back and whoop Texas. But I'm gonna get to that later. I'll get to that later. That's a whole nother storyline. We're gonna start off with game 1. Dolphins Bengals. Let's have a serious discussion about this, boys, because Miami's looking good, and the Bengals weren't off to a hot start at the beginning of the season, so it looks like they're picking it up. So competition there. That was actually a really good game. Joe Burrow wasn't at his peak, but he was definitely going hard in the paint. Jamar Chase did his thing. Who else? Tyreek Hill. Oh, okay. I mean, how could it slip my mind? The number one thing about this game that everyone cares about is Tua, the quarterback for the Dolphins. I don't know how to say his full name. Don't at me. And last week, the Players Association formed together and said that they were going to fire that doctor that said that Tua was okay to play this week. So, and that means everyone else sent their quarterbacks out quick, like the Giants this week. Daniel Jones, he had Tyrod Taylor in playing for him, and then Tyrod Taylor, gets put out, and they're left with no quarterbacks, and all of a sudden Saquon Barkley's running the Wildcat. But once again, more on that line later. Tua, he gets put out with a concussion, hits the ground pretty hard. I didn't exactly see what it was, but he gets sent out of the game, and the Dolphins kind of just die at that point. The Bengals kept scoring after. It was a competitive game beforehand, but until that moment, it was kind of up to anybody to win it. But at the end of the day, it did happen, and the Bengals win 27-15 over the Dolphins. That's that one. Vikings Saints. This one felt classic. This one felt like a banger. This one felt like a good old. I know Drew Brees is retired, and I know Jameson Winston's in there, and I know the Vikings don't have Adrian Peterson anymore. But this felt like a good old fashioned like little slobber knocker, like good, like lots of play actions along with the run scheme to pull the linebackers down. Lots of quick slants, like a little old school play styles combining and competing, if you will. But at the end of the day, Vikings come out on top over the Saints 28-25. It was a close one. That was it felt near and dear to my childhood. So there's that. Seahawks Lions. Oh my god. So Geno Smith is actually looking decent. I know it's weird to hear coming from me, of all people, but he just looked decent in that game. I don't know if he's gonna be super elite, but he just looked decent in that one game. Below average in all his previous games. Once again, I'm from Detroit, so I want the Lions to win, and I want Geno Smith to lose because I think people just need to stop wasting their time on him. No offense to him as a personal person, just him as a player. And I feel like he doesn't give enough support as a quarterback to a field general, if you will, to lead the guys around him. But he did manage to squeeze out this win, all that set aside. Maybe I'm a hater. Seahawks 48, Lions 45. DeAndre Swift, he's good. DeAndre Swift is good. I'm just gonna say that. I just had to say that. Put that out there. Next game, Jets Steelers. Jets Steelers. This was a doozy. So you remember when the Jets got a win a couple weeks ago? They're 2-2 now. So the Steelers are up by like I think it was like 14. What was it? 14. And then all of a sudden the Jets just start taking off. They just start taking off, and I don't, get your W's, bro. That's they're a team that's coming up, I guess, just like the Giants. I can, it takes one to know one. I ain't mad at it. Steelers just. I know you Steeler fans are disappointed. I know you Steelers fans are disappointed with the season. The season is not it for y'all. I apologize. The Jets win 24-20 over the Steelers. Bears Giants. Man, it wasn't pretty. But we got it done. Okay? Since we're talking about my teams, LSU won over Auburn. Shout out to LSU. It wasn't pretty, but we got it done. On both ends. Defense is actually looking pretty solid. The Giants' defense is looking like our strong suit. Daniel Jones, like I said, so back to that storyline that I put a pin in earlier. Daniel Jones, runs for a 26-yard touchdown. Then a couple plays the next drive, he goes out with an ankle injury. The Giants are up by this point, but not by much. And then Tyrod Taylor comes in, and he does his thing for a while, and then gets put out with a concussion protocol or what the fuck ever. Sorry. And at some point, like I said earlier, we were just running Wildcat with Saquon Barkley. I mean, just make Saquon the quarterback already. Just make him the quarterback already, my guy. He already doing everything. Daniel Jones throwing slants and running for 20 yards apiece. I don't know what that's about. The new head coach I do love, though. He's making very wise decisions. He is a very large part of why we're getting so many wins. And I don't think we're going to, there's a chance we can get to the playoffs. I'm not going to doubt my team, but I think we're going to get a lot of wins that'll stack up to later success next year. I'm really, really excited for next year, and this year isn't even to week 5. So just know I'm going to be talking my shit in the offseason. Giants win. Go Big Blue over the Bears. 2012, sorry. 20-12 Giants win over the Bears. I'm too hyped. Titans Colts. Derrick Henry finally did his thing again. I feel like it took him a while to turn it the fuck on. Sorry, excuse my language. But Derrick Henry finally got his life together and found his legs again. Because I remember there was a time where defenses feared his stiff arms and trucks and downhill mobility. And I feel like some of that was kind of taken away over the playoffs. Yeah, I feel like he definitely got his stride during this game, and I hope that carries on. Because he was a big part of the W for the Titans this week. Nothing much to say about the Colts. I'm disappointed. They're better than that. I mean, Derrick Henry did his thing, but the Colts are better than that. 24-17, Titans over the Colts. Next we have Chargers and Texans. Was this game even? I mean, it was entertaining at the end, I guess. I mean, somewhere in the middle, Texans started scoring points, then stopped again. But as you expected, 34-24, Chargers over the Texans. We're gonna move on to the next one. Browns, Falcons. So, I mean, was that ugly or was that a good ass game? Was that ugly or was that a game of passion? leave it in the comments down below. What was it? Was it what the Falcons wanted to see, or was it a loss the Browns needed? You know, you can only speak in hieroglyphs for so long until you just don't win a playoff game. Does that make sense? You know, get on the same line I am on, because I'm not trying to see the Falcons be good one week and then dog shit the next, or be good for a half and then be dog shit for the other half of that game. I'm not trying to see the Browns do the exact same thing. So when these two teams met, it was just like a metamorphosis of just dog water. What's up, guys? Post Milkman editing video here. 10 minutes into the video, my mic cut out, and dog water was the last thing that my mic recorded. This game you're watching is super fire. It goes down to the last. I'm not even gonna tell you, not gonna spoil it. You gotta watch it yourself. I just sat here for 30 minutes and talked to you guys, and I'm not gonna fake it and try and redo it. So I will definitely have a video out Thursday. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Make sure you stay safe. It's a dangerous world out there, and it could always use a little more love, man. Peace.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it to Fields. High throw, but he makes the catch. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now Fields. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is down to 4. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. 1 second, all that remains. A final shot before the break. Fields. That is caught by Thielen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And That certainly makes it something of an important drive for him, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields lets it fly for Thielen. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing again is Fields. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Here's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields being chased out left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw is Fields. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Keenan Allen, 75 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Back to throw. Fields. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Tyreek Hill, 67 yards. And the Giants are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at about the 1. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable, so they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going to go up top again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Giants are right back in this football game. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for the Giants. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. On 2nd down, Swift. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Fields on the sneak. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down. A give to the fullback. This is Ron. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
for the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the...
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready.